Welcome to the Opportunity Zone Meetups. This is a group that I put on a usually about twice a month basis, going back to October of last year in 2018. My name is Karl Dakin. I'll be the host for the program, as well as the current sponsor, and wearing all the hats tonight. I'll also be the primary presenter. But we're here to talk about Opportunity Zones, which is a tax incentive created by legislation in late 2017, and it is causing a lot of ripples throughout the investment world as people use it to roll over their capital gains into properties and into businesses in distressed economic communities across the United States and the U.S. territories. So the purpose of our group is to share information as we learn it on Opportunity Zones. This is a new area. The first set of rules were released by the Internal Revenue Service in October of last year, and then a second set with further clarification came out in April. And as it stands right now, we're all still learning, trying to figure out how this works, where it works, what's within the lines and what's outside the lines, and how to make this work for specific projects, for individual communities, and within those communities for real estate property developers as well as for business owners. So thank you all for coming, and we'll move into tonight's program. So as I said, my name is Karl Dakin. One of the hats I wear in splitting time between leading projects and advising people on capital campaigns is my consulting company, Dakin Capital LLC. And what I do is typically work with people who are looking to raise money to determine how much money they need, who may have money that is willing to provide that to them, and then putting together the deal and the communications and the campaign so there's a higher probability of success of actually raising money that's needed to move a project forward. So on behalf of my company, again, thank you for being here tonight. We're also sponsored by one of the projects in which I'm a leader in, and this is called the Sugar Beet District in Fort Collins, Colorado. The company is actually managed under the name of the Net Zero Colorado. That's the asset management company. We're going to be using this company as an illustration of the different things I'm going to be talking about later on in tonight's program. And this is a 50-acre mixed-use development. More significantly, it's being designed as a live, work, play, net zero environment that creates a situation where you would want to work there, you would want to live there, and you will also have all the other things that you may need for your daily life, and creating kind of an oasis amidst the chaos that prevails in the rest of the world today. So we're looking at bringing in a number of tenants, all by invitation, each of which will have to be in a public benefit corporation status so that their books and records are transparent to the public, and each of which will help us advance a mission of how we can live and work in a more environmentally friendly fashion. So we'll be talking about this in more detail. This project is in motion right now. We're in the process of acquiring properties, and upon acquiring those properties or putting them under contract, we'll complete our first Opportunity Zone campaign to raise an estimated $8.5 million. With that money, we will complete the land purchase, do the engineering, and do the horizontal development. We'll plan some additional debt financing to follow that, and then each of the tenants will be responsible for their individual vertical build-out, and we're anticipating that each of those may also run an Opportunity Zone campaign that will be a business style rather than a real estate style type of campaign. So we're going to get to kind of test the limits and the benefits that come from the Opportunity Zone legislation within this individual project. So what we do in this first part of the program is we give different people an opportunity to showcase actual Opportunity Zone projects. Again, this is for the purpose of sharing information about projects so people can see what they are, how they work, and who's involved. and it creates an opportunity for people to network or to team up on a project or to provide funding, depending upon what their interest in opportunity zones may be. So each session that we put on this meetup group, people can bring in a project. They have to make a reservation in advance with me, but they'll have 5 minutes to talk about their particular program, and you're going to see a couple of those here tonight. So at this point, we're going to go to the first of these, which is a company called Double, in which Jeff Skaman will be the person who will be making the presentation.